All right, good morning, traders. Today is August 19th, 2024. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody out there in digital land, talking about Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Everybody, thank you. My SPY pivot this morning, 553.83. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. SPY and QQQ started new uptrends. FNGU, IWM, and Diamond Dow remain in downtrends. All made higher highs and higher lows on Friday. All closed over bullish traps over the 17 EMAs. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute bullish cross. Gold made a new all-time high on Friday. Silver still in a downtrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the falling 17 EMA. UNG started a new uptrend, made a lower high and a lower low, closing under the bullish trap under the 17 EMA. USO still in an uptrend, made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bearish cross under the 17 EMA. US dollar index still in a downtrend. We like that. Closed near the 102.44 area with a nice bearish engulfing candle. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. First chart, SPY, 10-minute. Squeak down in here. You can see right there we had a bullish cross. Price came from below and crossed up over it. So that yellow line crossed up over the white line. And you can see the follow through in the post market right there. All right, on the 2-hour chart. All right, we got price and the 3, which is the yellow line. It's hard to see because the BYOB's in there. But price and the 3 are up over the 8. All 3 of them are up over the 17. That's an uptrend. 2-hour uptrend. On the daily chart. All right, we had to take out this high right there to be in an uptrend. All right, so what we got, 555.02, the high, I think it was 554.87. Yep, 554.87, because that was the breakdown candle high on Friday that we were looking for. Actually, we were looking for it on Thursday. They took their time and found it on Friday. All right, so price. So I thought there was a nice possibility of price. All right, right there would be diagonal resistance right there, right about there. Okay, so you got diagonal resistance here. I thought price would probably touch or spike and then come back down. All right, so it didn't do that. All right, but it still kept going up. I said there's a chance it keeps going up. It's not bearish till it is. All right, so there's SPY. Now we're at the same plot. Instead of diagonal resistance, we're at horizontal resistance. Okay, so we'll see what it does today. Now we got up there on Friday, produced a little wick up there. We've been bullying all morning long, so we'll see what happens with SPY. Doesn't have to reverse and turn. This will be the third touch of this area right here on the horizontal resistance. Okay, now if we look at the 2-hour chart, you can see the candles are getting like kind of squeakier and tinier up in here. All right, so we'll see what they want to do. Nothing says they have to stop. Nothing says they have to pause. Nothing says they have to slow down at all. All right, so they could just keep chugging right through this area. We'll see what they want to do. Maybe they chug through and consolidate on top. That would be entirely very bullish. Okay, this is the rubber band candle in regards to the diagonal downtrend line. So we'll see where it goes from there. All right, so this is the rubber band candle made on Friday. Above that, that's a broken rubber band. All right, so that means energy was just so great, it snapped the rubber band. So there's the 2-hour chart. There's the daily chart. All right, so what am I looking for possible price action for today? Well, I'm looking for either it's going to be, I believe it's probably going to be consolidation We had sellers up here before. All right, once, twice. I think it's going to be more consolidation, or maybe consolidation into a trip back down to test the 8 EMA or test the backside of this diagonal downtrend line. We'll see what they want to do. This is the all-time high anchored VWAP, this peachy colored line right there. You can see this a ways down. That's at 540.05 right there. Okay, we got support at 538.43, right around there. And we have more support right. You've got a brick of candles right through here. And we've got more support right there, 547.72. That would be a target for me, 547.72, if they happen to roll over and get underneath our pivot today and start making lower highs and lower lows on those 10-minute candles. All right, so that's Diamond Dow. So I'm looking for either consolidation up here, or they roll over and come down and try to visit the 8 EMA. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's there's SPY. Let's go take a look at a few other ones. Diamond Dow. All right, still in an uptrend. No, still in a downtrend because it hasn't broken this high. Nice recovery though. Okay, so hasn't broken the high right there. So let's look at this with a downtrend line on it and see what it comes out to look like. So we take that. Not quite there yet. All right, pretty close though. Really close. All right, so there's Diamond Dow approaching that downtrend line right there. All right, so now Diamond Dow is up also in an area, all right, where price has reversed before. All right, so price reversed on this horizontal latitude right there. You can see price goes up and then comes back down. All right, same thing over here. Price goes up and then comes back down. All right, so we're at a spot here for Diamond Dow where there's also some horizontal resistance right overhead. So, like I said, on SPY, I'm looking for kind of consolidation. Not going to go big positions today, especially not on the long side. I'm leaning more towards the bearish side, kind of a rollover, test the 8 EMA, maybe even the 21 EMA. We'll see what happens. Right now, everything's still bullish. It's going to be bullish till it's not. That's the way it works. All right, so let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ in an uptrend because they took out this high. All right, QQQ was, let's see what we got here. QQQ moving up, coming into resistance right there. We'll see what they want to do. All right, in QQQ, we've got prior resistance here, and a little bit of support there if they get on top of it. All right, so there's QQQ in an uptrend, SPY uptrend, Diamond Dow still in a downtrend. All right, let's take a look at IWM. All right, here's IWM till it takes out this high, still in a downtrend. All right, because they broke all these lows and this low. All right, so IWM still in a downtrend, but until they take out this high over here. All right, so price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So IWM still in a downtrend. So we did Diamond Dow, we did IWM, we did QQQ. Last one, FNGU. All right, so FNGU's got to take out this high right there so we can get into an uptrend. Still not done it. Still hasn't taken out the high yet. All right, so we're coming up into an area where sellers were here before. So we'll see what FNGU wants to do. But here's the low anchored VWAP, and I should probably put this up on the high anchored VWAP right up there. All right, so we're running into the high anchored VWAP. Little bit of congestion in traffic right through here. That's FNGU. Still in a downtrend. Okay, the only ones in an uptrend right now are SPY and QQQ. Right now. All right, so let's take a look at our technicals. On T2122, we spent the day knocking back and forth between the overbought zone and the buy zone. All right, nice work for T2122. T2123, another whole day, green from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, over that falling 200 SMA. Nice work there on T2123 15-minute chart. On the 3-bar chart, put in 3 more green candle bars right there over a rising 200 or a flat 200 SMA right there. On T2123 3-bar chart, revisit the 15 for a minute. You can see this was rolling over and we got caught underneath this. Okay, so now they're starting to fill gaps. I'm liking this. All right, got a big gap overhead coming up. See this big gap right there coming up overhead. We'll see what happens when they get there. All right, but I'm bullish. I'm bullish as long as they're going to continue to make higher lows and higher highs. That's T2123 15-minute. On FNGU, price action for Friday. You can see a little red, a little more green, a little red, a lot more green, and then just kind of based out consolidated on top of prior consolidation. That's bullish if they consolidate over prior consolidation. It's bearish when they consolidate under prior consolidation. So FNGU acting bullish over this 200 SMA right there. You can see it's now starting to hook up underneath it. I like that. I like to see it get back up here into this range where it made all-time highs. We'll see how fast they recover that, and if they get that far to recover that this area up here where the all-time highs were. So that's FNGU on the 15-minute. Let's go take a look at a few sectors. First one, we'll start out with energy. Start out with UNG. This is natural gas. Natural gas, not Friday, but Thursday. All right, took out this high. So that puts them in an uptrend. Friday, they had a little pullback. You can see right here, lower high, lower low, closing under bullish trap and under the 17 EMA. But they're now in an uptrend. Take a look at USO. USO also in an uptrend because they took out this high right there. Okay, price action for Friday. Make sure I get the right day. Lower high, lower low, closing under the bullish trap underneath the 17 EMA. USO uptrend. UNG uptrend. SPY uptrend. QQQ uptrend. All right, let's take a look at silver and gold. Start off with GLD. All right, there's GLD. That is a all-time high for GLD. So you know it's probably been in an uptrend. All right, probably going to close over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So GLD uptrend right there. New all-time highs made on Friday. All right, let's take a look at silver, SLV. Silver, price action. Silver's in a downtrend till they take out that high right there. What is that high? Let's just take a peek. It is 26.56. Friday's high, 26.52. No cigar. All right, so there's silver still in a downtrend, but dangerously close to converting that to an uptrend right there. All right, price action for silver, a higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Silver still in a downtrend, but dangerously close to converting it within pennies right now. Silver. All right, let's take a look at SMH. That's one of our important sectors. All right, SMH got to take out this high to be in an uptrend. Not quite got it yet, but leaning on it. I like that. Price action, higher low, higher high. Well, actually, equal high, higher low. Closing over, well, actually, inside day. All right. Closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. May make it today. All right. Yesterday, Friday was an inside day. They may pop up there today. We'll see what happens. That's SMH. Still in a downtrend, but very, very close to being an uptrend. XLK is in an uptrend because they took out the high right there. So XLK puts in a higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17. XLK took out this high, so they are in an uptrend. SMH, not yet. But technology typically leads all rallies. All right, so there's XLK already back into an uptrend. So we'll see what happens here. Let's take a look at XLF. XLF, and then we'll do XRT. XLF, got to take out this high. All right, that's pretty close. That's nice work. 3 days down, 10 days up. We're right back where we started. All right, that's a good sign. That's a sign that we fell out of bed and the bulls bought us right back up. Buyers stepped in and said, no, I still think there's a lot of value here. So we like that. Whenever we see, drop like that and buyers step in and say, nope, we still see value. All right, so there's price action for XLF. In a downtrend, dangerously close to converting to an uptrend. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. XRT, this is our retail sector. I got to tell you, I'm expecting Amazon to make some higher numbers. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, but right now, XRT in a downtrend until it takes out that high. That might be an all-time high. Nope. Okay, so there's XRT. All right, in a downtrend till it takes out that high. Yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. XRT still in a downtrend, but nonetheless nice sloppy bullish flag, if you ask me. Sloppy bullish flag on that one. That's XRT. All right, last one. Let's take a look. Well, two more. Let's take a look at industrials. All right, here's industrials. Now remember, there's 10 days and there's 3, so there's about 13, 14 days there. Okay, just about 14 days, 14 trading days, all right, before today, XLI was making new all-time highs. Same thing with XLF, all right. That was XLF was making new all-time highs about 14 days ago. So here's XLI. This is our industrials. They got to take out this high to be in an uptrend, only because they took out that low that put them in a downtrend. So taking out that high puts them in an uptrend. They got a little bit of work to do, but nonetheless, they are back up in the area right now into the attack zone. So this is where sellers showed up before. All right, so we'll see what happens. Sellers showed up here, sellers showed up there. We're back into the area where they sold before. Price action, very bullish. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So XLI in a downtrend till it takes out that high right there. So we got technology in an uptrend. That's the sector, all right. You got USO and UNG, that's energy, in an uptrend. You got QQQ, which pretty much is technology. All right, that's in an uptrend. And SPY, also in an uptrend. We got financials dangerously close to making an uptrend, just like industrials, also dangerously close to converting the downtrends to uptrends. Back up at prior highs up there. Gold at all-time high. Silver trying to convert it, dangerously close to converting that to an uptrend. So now let's take a look at our last one. This is our transports. Transports is pretty much the most important one. Okay, IYT. Because that shows the goods and services getting moved around, all right? If you're going to have a service, usually that guy who's doing the service is either acquiring materials to do the service or distributing materials to do the service. All right? So even if you're in the service side of moving product around, there's still transportation involved in it. So this is the most important one. If this one, you need the financials. You can do it without the financials. You definitely need the transports, though, because the transports really show trucks delivering products that are probably going to be placed on a shelf or that are probably going to be reworked into a usable product or assembled into a usable product that's probably going to wind up on a shelf. All right, so there's IYT. We're still in a downtrend. All right, but we are close to converting that if we can get up over those wicks. Got a lot of wicks up here. This one. If you push that together, that's one big wick. Another wick here, another wick. Push those together, that's another wick. Not liking that, but we'll see. They're back up here. This is, I think that's an all-time high. Yeah, I think so. No, maybe not. Yeah, they broke the all-time highs. So that's an all-time high right there, or prior all-time high. Anchored VWAP right there. I like it, see it when price is up over that. Now right now, SPY is up over its all-time high, anchored VWAP. I like that. QQQ probably doing the same thing. Need that transports to get up over that. This is a critical one. Really need this to happen for the transports to consolidate, which they did yesterday on Friday. As you can see, they put in an inside day. And even if they did another little consolidation inside day, that would be nice. And then probably a breakout to the upside. I'm hoping to the upside, but we got a quick move down and a 10 candle move back up. We'll see what happens. That's a nice recovery for the market. That's a normal recovery. 3 move down and a 10 move to come back up. So there's IYT. Let's take a look at, they could have done it in 2 days though. They could have if they wanted to. They just weren't ready yet. All right, so there's IYT. There's the transports. Still in a downtrend. Need them inside day on Friday. I think that's Friday. Yeah, Friday's an inside day. So like to see more consolidation or consolidate. Bullish consolidation would be consolidation over prior consolidation. So there's the transports. So let's go see what we got on the economic calendar. See if we got any roadblocks that we probably may run into. All right, let's take a look at the economic calendar. Today we got Mr. Waller's going to speak. That's a Fed speaker. It's not Mr. Powell, so that's fine. We got leading indicators coming out at 10. E-commerce retail sales also coming out at 10. And that's it for today. Tomorrow, what do we got? We got a 4-week bill settlement, an 8-week bill settlement, Treasury buyback announcement at 11. Couple of Fed speakers, but none are Mr. Powell. All right, on Wednesday, this will probably be the main event at 2 o'clock right here. Okay? On Wednesday, we got quantity services survey at 10 o'clock, a petroleum report 10:30, and then we have FOMC minutes. And they're going to be talking about the CPI that came out last week on Wednesday. All right? So I guess we're gonna hear what their thoughts are on the CPI, if they're ready to do that rate cut. We'll see if they give us any verbiage that might lead us to believe they're ready to do the rate cut. So that'll probably be the main event. If that's not the main event, it'll definitely be Mr. Powell speaking on Friday at 10 o'clock. That could be the main event. All right, so Thursday and Friday, we'll get to those later in the week when we get closer, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay, a lot of stuff coming out on Thursday here. Jobless claims 8:30. Chicago Fed National Activity Index 8:30. PMI Composite Flash 9:45. Existing home sales 10 o'clock. Gas report 10:30. And of course the main event might be Mr. Powell speaking at 10 instead of right after FOMC minutes on 2. Usually there's a 2 o'clock. This is just the minutes. It's not the announcement. So we'll see if he's going to say anything on Friday. All right, because I think next week is the announcement. So we'll see what happens. All right, for Max Payne for today. Let's find that. Max Payne for today, and that's the options that expire today. See what we got. Not quite doing it today. Doesn't want to give us the numbers. Let's try to refresh it. Oh, come on. They changed it around. Alright, so they don't want to give us the Max Payne. Numbers for the calls and puts that expire today. You know what? We'll try the other site. I wish one of these sites could get their stuff together. We'll try this one. In the meantime, let's go look at the dollar. Here's the dollar's price action. You got a bearish engulfing on that green candle right there. Started out up here and ended at low of day. That's very bearish. And of course, we're getting some follow through. So we closed on Friday right around 102.44. And you can see right there, we're still melting down. So looking for lower lows. We got some early this morning. A little lower low below that candle tail down there. So we'll see what happens. All right, that's looking good. The other Max Payne says on the 19th, Max Payne is 540. I don't know if we're going that low. All right. And the put to call ratio is almost, well, it's 2 3/4 to 1 puts to every call. So, and they got it down at 540. I don't think we're going to 540. I think we're definitely going to get hung up on 545, 544. I see a plateau of price action that would support that. So there we are with Max Payne. And that's it for earnings. I don't think there's much coming off on earnings, but we'll look at it just in case. Earnings calendar. All right, for Monday, we're going to have Palo Alto. All right, I think that's a little software. That's 111 billion. They're going to report Monday. Tuesday, we're going to have Lowe's report in the morning. 136 billion. Medtronic, 107 billion. They're going to report in the morning. Wednesday, we're going to have TJ Maxx, 125 billion. Analog Devices, 110 billion. Again, all big players, all right, but nothing that's really going to move the markets like one of those big boys like Google. Intuit, it's going to report Thursday evening after the close, 182 billion. There's your TurboTax. Toronto Dominion Bank going to report in the morning, 103 billion. On Friday, what do we got? Really just some familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. And then Monday, more familiar names. BHP Group, 133 billion. They're going to report after the close. So another week with possible bullish price action. Nothing to really stop them other than the FOMC minutes. And it's all going to depend on how we interpret what they say on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So it'll take us a while to listen to those minutes. And then from there, we're going to have to extrapolate from the verbiage anything that we might find bullish or bearish regarding their comments on the CPI. So we'll see what happens, all right? So nothing on the earnings calendar that's going to squash any momentum. Nothing on the economic calendar until the FOMC minutes come out on Wednesday at 2 p.m. All right? Yeah, DXY is looking real good. I love that, Chip. I like that a lot. All right, traders, that's it. I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes. Again, I'm looking for consolidation or a bullish pullback creating a higher low. All right, that's what I'm looking for to happen today. So nothing big on the upside. I think the move is more to the downside, but nothing says we're bearish until the bulls stop being bulls. All right, so gotta create a lower high and a lower low for us to be on the bearish side. So I'm not overly bullish. I think if we are, we head off into a range. But it's going to be, I'm probably going to be a Missourian today and probably line up on the show me state side of things because, again, I see a little wick yesterday, but it's not much to say that the bulls are exhausted yet. So we'll see what happens. All right. So I'll see you guys at 9:15 and we'll kick off the markets.